Hi folks, welcome to another coaching nugget with a medical fitness topic. Today I want to show you how you can get rid of a frozen ankle and how you can accelerate your comeback from an Achilles tendonitis. These are two typical symptoms in ultracycling and bikepacking, since we are putting a lot of pressure on our feet and upholding it for hours or even for several days. And to make it worse, all this happens in a very limited range of motion of our ankle. The first step is to mobilize the joint, in this case our ankles. This can be done by so-called wall drills. Depending on your size, you should place your foot with the symptoms 10 to 14 centimeters apart from a wall. The aim of the exercise is to push your ankle into a dorsiflexion, an oftentimes neglected range of motion. To do that, put your arms on the wall. Hands are parallel, elbows pointing downward. Now slowly lean towards the wall so that your forearms are touching the wall. Your foot in the front should maintain its contact to the floor as long as possible. Concentrate on your hips and knees while bending forwards. Try to keep your hips straight and do not rotate them. The same is true for your knees. Especially, the knee should not rotate inwards. After mobilizing the joint, we want to push the calf muscles and ligaments through their complete range of motion. This can be achieved by plyometric calf raises. To do that, you need to stand a little bit above the floor level. You can use a book, a staircase, or a dumbbell plate. Now, stand on your forefoot so that your heel touches the ground. Slowly switch your weight to the forefoot and uplift your body. Concentrate on a perfect motion sequence. Try to reach the highest point possible and hold it for a short moment. Then, slowly go down again and reach the negative range of motion, which draws out your calf muscles and ligaments. During the whole movement, try to keep your body weight on the inner side of the foot to get the maximum contraction in your calf muscles. At last, I show you 3 trigger points that typically cause pain around your ankle. I will give you some more background on why we get trigger points and how we can loosen them in a separate video. The first trigger point is where our soleus and gastrocnemius connect, and the other ones are on the muscle bellies of the gastrocnemius. To loosen up the densifications at the trigger points, you need a trigger, or you can also use an indoor golf ball. Now, place the trigger under the trigger point. Slowly let it sink into your muscle. Depending on the severity of the densification, you can leave it for several minutes at one point, but you should do it for at least 60 seconds. To further release pressure from the facial tissue, slowly move your leg from left to right. Afterwards, move on to the next trigger point. Again, first let it sink into the tissue. Try to breathe regularly and relax your muscles as much as possible. Your tissue will slowly heat up. By that, collagenous molecules will denaturate and renew itself afterwards. Consequently, your densifications will loosen up. Now, let's wrap this up. To get rid of a frozen ankle or an Achilles tendinitis from cycling, you can use a combination of 3 methods. First, mobilize your ankle by bending it into a dorsiflexion with wall drills. Second, move your muscles and ligaments through the whole range of motion by plyometric calf raises. And finally, loosen 3 specific trigger points at your calf. Are you interested and want to learn more about trigger points and mobilization? Then drop your questions in the comments. See you next time. Ciao, Stefan.